Hello parents and carers and welcome to your virtual information presentation from Cholney High School for Girls. My name is Miss Ponsonby and hopefully you're a bit familiar with who I am because I've been sending lots of correspondence via email to you. And today I hope to give you the vital information you require to prepare your child and yourself with all the necessary bits and pieces that you will need to know for September. Throughout this presentation, I will be doing some voiceovers for some of the slides, but not all. I'm also supplying you with an information booklet. This will be sent to you in the post, but this presentation will guide you through the really important information. The booklet will back this information up with some further information, for example, regarding uniform. Today, we're going to have a look at the following items: the form tutor role, uniform, equipment list, and PE kit, as well as some school procedures and the ePraise system. We have an 8th form entry into Year 7 and every year we name our year groups. This year the Year 7 students currently with us have decided on the name Luminary, and it's very apt because it's actually all around inspiring and motivating and encouraging others. So I think it's great that your daughter will be part of this year group. She will be part of one of these letters. So for example, you will hear her talking about being in 7L or 7Y or 7R. It depends on what form we actually put her in. Her form tutor will be the first point of contact in school, and obviously that's the person she would go to when there's any problems. And then secondly, on top of that, our pastoral care system is extremely strong. Mrs. Josiah, Mrs. Lyons and Mrs. Whitehall will do their utmost to make sure that she settles in well and that she is happy and safe in her time with us. Your child's form tutor has a very important role, as these are the people that they see every single morning and for their PDC lessons, which is our PSHE. Here are some of the things that the form tutors are responsible for every single day. Please have a read through of these. We encourage students to be the best version of themselves, and this is something that I tell the girls all the time. There are numerous opportunities for student leadership within your form group and year group and as a whole school. Do take on these opportunities, even if you have never considered them before. These are just some examples listed here, but there are many more. In previous correspondence, I talked about our house system. Every year group, there are 2 form groups that form each house. So for example, to Year 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11 form House Brady. This is a great opportunity to collaborate with other students in different year groups. It creates a real sense of belonging. You will get the information about what form and what house your daughter is part of very soon. We just need to establish some form groups after we speak a little further to primaries. This is just a reminder of the names of our houses, and as you will see, they are named after influential women. Now to talk about uniform, we have really high expectations for all our students. There are some pictures on the following slides about uniform that is permitted. Please can I urge you not to buy anything that is not listed on these pages. Every child needs a plain white school shirt to wear with a tie, so the blouse type material or the blouse type without a top button is not appropriate. You can purchase the white shirts from any high street shop, Tesco, Sainsbury's, Matalan, anywhere at all, and we advise that they have at least 3 shirts for the week. They will need to purchase a house clip-on tie. That will be available to purchase in school, and I will come on to that a little bit later on. They will need to wear a black blazer with the school badge, and this is absolutely compulsory. Plain black are not permitted. It must have the school logo on it. There is information in your parent booklet about where you can purchase these. Please do not purchase any green jumpers from anywhere, as we no longer have these and they have not been in our school for 2 years. Some shops are still selling them, but you will be wasting your money. Every student must wear plain black straight-legged trousers. Tight trousers that look like leggings or are too tight will be challenged, and we will ask you to replace these with the appropriate trousers. They can wear a plain black skirt, knee length or longer, but not the stretchy material. I need to emphasize that we do not permit leggings at all, and students will be asked to change their uniform. Every student needs plain black sensible shoes and trainers are not permitted. I will clarify shoes on the coming slides. Plain black socks or tights are only permitted. We do not allow coloured socks or frilly socks. Plain black socks only. They are cheap and cheerful in places like Primark, Matalan, Tesco's, and so on. More information about your uniform requirements and where to purchase these are in your pack. These pictures show you uniform that is appropriate. So here you can see on the left hand side the straight leg trousers, the blazer, the tie and the white shirt. Not skinny legging type trousers please, and if you're buying them in places like the market and the mall, they are the incorrect trousers. If your child is wearing a shower kameez, it is this type on the right hand side only, and they are not to be worn with leggings. Here are the colour of the ties at the bottom, so each house has got a colour that they're represented by. So for example, House Brady are blue, Ennis Hill are green, Yusuf Zai are purple, and Jemison are silver. I will come to the ties a little bit later on. Black headscarves can be worn to school, but these must be the two-piece plain type headscarf. Wraparounds are inappropriate and those with any lace on them are not permitted. Students should really have a second headscarf for PE for hygienic reasons, because if they sweat, then obviously they can change into a clean headscarf straight after their PE lesson. These are available in Ampsons, but again, there is information in your booklet. This slide is all about shoes. Now, all of the shoes on here are appropriate footwear. What we highly recommend is that you actually spend a little bit of money on the shoes because they will last much longer. Here are some examples of what they can and cannot wear on the next slide. They should not have bows on them or decorations, and I need to also stipulate that boots are not permitted. In winter months, the students may by all means wear their boots to school as long as they change into their shoes when they arrive. So any of the following shoes are appropriate footwear. This slide demonstrates the footwear that is not permitted at our school. Please do not waste your money, as your daughter will be asked to change them as soon as she starts. The little dolly shoes, the little flimsy shoes, they are not supportive, and you need to bear in mind that your child is moving around the school building and we want it to be safe. Do not spend money on them. They're not worth it, and you end up replacing them more times in the school year. They're not allowed to wear black trainers of any description either, unless there is a medical reason for that. I'm now going to take you through equipment lists and some compulsory information that you need to be aware of. From September this year, it will be compulsory for students to purchase the Chorley High School for Girls school bag and the PE kit bag. The bag is suitable for school books and equipment, and it eradicates the small bags and handbag style bags that all students tend to bring. Prices and packages on the next slide will show you that this is very worthwhile. No other bags will be permitted, and these are much more affordable than any branded bag you can buy in the high street. Here there are some pictures to show you what they look like for September. It is new, so if you already have children at Chorley High School for Girls, it will not apply to them, but it will apply to your daughter who starts with us in September. Here is some further information on equipment required. When the girls arrive with us, they will be given a learning kit. These must be kept clean and tidy, and they contain lots of information like study techniques, online learning platforms, and some information that they will need to know about the school. Other things they need, and these are absolutely vital because they will need these in Year 7 and beyond. A pencil case with all the stationery that you would expect, so colouring pencils, highlighters, pens, etc. A scientific calculator, a math set, a keyring for her school bag to make it identifiable, a padlock, which we will talk about when we come to the equipment package, so she doesn't need to carry so many books around, and a keyring to store her locker key on to avoid any loss of keys. A little bit about jewellery, and just to confirm a few things. Students may wear one pair of stud earrings, but multiple earrings or hooped earrings are not permitted, and studs only. They may wear a wristwatch. No nose piercings or body piercings of any type are permitted. Students will be asked to remove nose piercings even if they've just had them done recently. This does lead to infection, so we advise not to encourage piercings at all. Now to talk about our PE kit. All students again are required to wear a purple t-shirt with a school logo. There is also a fleece with the school logo, which is optional, but we do advise it because we do go outside in the winter months. These are available from Prestige Clothing, and you can actually order online for home delivery. Again, in your information pack that has been sent in the post, there is further information about this. With regards to tracksuit bottoms or shorts, you can purchase the ones with the logo from Prestige, but these are not compulsory. As long as they have plain black tracksuit bottoms, you can buy them from places like Sports Direct, JD Sports, wherever you fancy, then they are absolutely acceptable, but they must not have stripes or colours of any description on them. On the left-hand side of this slide, you will see pictures of the PE kit that Year 7s will need to wear. So the purple t-shirt, the purple fleece, which we strongly advise, black tracksuit bottoms either with or without the logo, or black plain shorts are also acceptable. I talked a little bit here about footwear. It's absolutely vital that the girls have something substantial to wear on their feet. So high top, baseball style boots or plimsolls are not supportive, and they're not acceptable for PE in our school. Every student is allocated a locker. This saves them carrying around heavy bags, and they can store their books and PE kit here. Nothing valuable should be stored in here at all. Students will be charged £3 as part of the package, with a padlock which comes with 2 keys. The year team will keep hold of one of these keys, so should one be lost, we have a spare. If a key is lost for the second time, then the students will need to purchase another padlock to replace the one that we would need to cut off. ePraise. This is our rewards, behaviour and extended learning platform. In September, this will be the only platform that we will use to send you texts, messages, letters, subject updates, etc. We also use this to record points, demerits and extended learning, which is homework. You can download an app on your smartphone and tablets, and you will have instant access to your child's behaviour, attendance, detentions and extended learning set by the teachers. You will be able to do this only when your daughter joins us in September. There is also a messenger service on there that we will use to communicate with you, and vice versa. You can communicate with us as well. We are really trying to enhance our communication, so it is imperative that you please sign up for this platform. In order for you to use and download ePraise, we do require an email address, and we will have this on our system. Once this happens, you will automatically be able to see your daughter's information. You download and register yourself, and this will unlock your information as long as we have the right email. You will also be required to book parents' evenings appointments on here, so please make sure you download and use this. It will not work until your daughter joins in September. In the post, I will also send you a little information sheet about how to download it and what you need to do when. This is just an example of some of the things you will see on what we call your dashboard. So you will see all the points that your child is given in different subjects and what the reasons for those were. You will also receive things like notifications when your child receives a certain number of points or accolades in a subject area, so you can praise them, the same as the teachers do here. You can also see demerits, which are the things we don't like to talk about. But if there is, for example, your child is not paying attention in a class, for example, the teacher will issue a demerit, and you can see the reasons for that, and you can see if they actually went to their detention. You can also see their overall attendance figures on your dashboard. Finally, you will see your child's extended learning. In other words, you will see the homework set by her teachers. This enables you to monitor how she's getting on, when the work has been actually set, when it's due, and most importantly, when she's completed it. Our behaviour for learning model is something that we call the 3Rs. This is really what we expect all students to be, and it's quite simple. We expect our students to be respectful to everyone and to their environment. We expect our students to be ready and on time. Being ready means having the right equipment and being ready to learn. And most importantly, we expect our students to be resilient. We want them to take risks, we want them to make mistakes, and most importantly, we never ever want them to give up. I will now take you through some of the procedures. We will go through these in greater detail with your daughter when she arrives in September. But for now, just a couple of things. If your child is ill, please contact the school on the day with a reason for absence and a likely date of return. Medical appointments. If these need to take place during the school day, you must write a note to the head of year or the assistant head of year explaining the reason for absence, or if she needs to leave school for an appointment. Your daughter is expected to give this to the head of year during registration time, and then they will be given a permission slip to be able to leave. This information gives you what you need to do in the case of your child being ill. Please leave a clear message giving your child's name, form and reason for absence. If possible, please arrange dental and doctor appointments outside of school hours or during the school holidays. We appreciate this is not always possible, but please do your best to do so. We really value communication and engagement with our parents. If you have a concern of any description at all, please speak to us or message us on ePraise. You can ring the Year 7 office via reception, and if the concern is about a subject-related matter, please ask to speak to the relevant head of department. I hope you will agree that attendance is really important in secondary school, as poor attendance has a huge impact on grades. As a school, we expect 98% from every student. If your daughter does miss school, it's important that she catches up on missed work. Remember, you can do this on ePraise. Just bear in mind that every single day your child misses, she will miss the equivalent of 5 lessons per day. So for example, if she's off school for 5 days, she misses 25 lessons. This is a huge amount of time to expect your child to catch up on, so we advise not to have time off where possible. In order to exceed their potential, students need to be in school. We always say to the girls that headaches and stomach aches are not a reason to stay off school. We do have a medical room, and if the need arises, we would of course send your child home if she is unwell. Punctuality. I need to stipulate here that school actually starts at 8:40 a.m. All students must be in school by 8:30. It is open from 8 o'clock should your daughter wish to attend study club. This is an area in the computer suite where a member of staff is there to offer support and students can complete any work in the mornings. Students are also expected to be punctual to all lessons every day to maximise their learning time. If a student is late to school, the following happens. Students are issued with a detention after school for 30 minutes on the same day. Traffic and weather, I'm afraid, are not excuses to be late. We are trying to prepare your daughter for the future. You will receive a message on ePraise notifying you of the detention on the day. If they do not show up to that detention, they will be given a 60-minute detention the following day. If a student is late to a lesson, they will also be issued with a 30-minute subject detention at lunchtime on that day. Responsibility. Please encourage your daughter to be responsible for her belongings. We appreciate the change in primary and high school, and we will work with her to make sure that she is organised and prepared. Please ensure that all her equipment, particularly things like her coat, her blazer, her tie, and her PE kit is named, because then that way we can return it much easier if it goes missing. Do not be afraid to communicate with teachers if they do not have something and we're not able to do something. I promise we will not bite. Resilience and embracing change. So students will come across challenging situations in their school life, but building up a resilience will make sure that impact on school and home life is minimal. As I said already, the transition from primary school to secondary is a big change, and we will work really hard with your child to make sure that she's happy and safe. It is okay for your daughter to find it difficult, but change brings along new opportunities and a new adventure. So please encourage your daughter to try lots of new things and meet new people. Just a little reminder about the transition passport. Your daughter should be working on this passport. It was emailed to you and it was also emailed via their schools. They will need to bring this completed on their first day. If printing is an issue, please follow the instructions below and we will happily print this for you. Your child should also be working on the little mini projects that are in this transition booklet. There are prizes and awards for this at the end of September. This year we have introduced some summer learning due to the fact that students haven't really been in school for a long time. This is called the Be Awesome Go Chorley. A booklet will be posted to you and it will come with the same information in the packs provided. We will need to see evidence of this and it should be kept in a scrapbook. And now for some exciting news. As your daughter has not had her 2 transition days, we are hoping that if lockdown eases slightly, we will be able to take them to Faisals in September. 4 form groups will go on one day, followed by the other 4 on day 2. We are paying for the entire trip, including transport. If we are unable to do this in September, we will do it on guidelines permit, as we want the students to have opportunities to build relationships with each other and get to know new people. Thank you all for taking the time to listen and watch this presentation, and I hope you found it really useful and informative. Don't forget the packs will be arriving in the post to you any day. If you do have any immediate questions, please email them to transition@chorleygirls.luton.sch.uk and we can send out some frequently asked question sheets to all of you. For now, please take care, stay safe, and we look forward to meeting you all soon.